Hey, so I just arrived in Amsterdam. As you can see, they like to cycle here. It's really cool. It's a beautiful city, full of the water. So, question of the day. What do you know about Australia?
Prior to yesterday, I thought that toilets were still called dunnies pretty regularly. I know that it's an enormous country. Like, there's the west of it is basically uninhabited except for fauna. But like humans haven't really built civilizations in the far and vast of the west. But other than that, I really don't know. I know that like the east side has the Great Barrier Reef, and it's a big touristy side, I suppose. But yeah, other than that, I'm very ignorant of Australia.
I know that the place to go is Mullumbimby because Richard says it's the place to go. So that's where I'm going to go when I go there. But other than that, all I know is there's a really good movie about it and it's expensive to go there.
We're a bunch of just English convicts, I guess, descendants of English convicts. They're all crappy people at our roots. We do ride kangaroos to school. That is a fact.
Actually, I went to an art exhibit a couple days ago and they talked a lot about the Aboriginal peoples of Australia, and it got really dark really quick, very depressing. It was like blood smeared on the walls and people yelling, and it was very disturbing videos and like cautions everywhere of like please leave or please talk to someone if you need help. So I know there's a lot of history. It's similar to Canada. Like we had Aboriginal peoples. Europeans came in and sort of took everything away from them. So apart from that, I know there's huge spiders, there's huge snakes that I would never want to see. But from what I hear, it's not as bad of a place as I think it is. I have some friends there too, so I wouldn't mind visiting. Seems like a really nice place.
Desert, and shrimp on the barbecue, drinking beer, surfing. I don't know, I kind of feel like I have an impression that they're kind of a bit of discrimination against the Aborigines, maybe. Yeah.
Very little. I mean, more now. Having a weekend asking you random questions, but
not too much.
No, I don't think.
I don't know.
Probably only the very like generic popular things, like I don't know, like say like you hear a lot about like there's all these sharks, all these spiders, but less now after being like, are there actually all these sharks and spiders? But not very much.
Been cool to visit Australia though.
Yeah.
Coming actually.
Yeah.
I know it's big. I know it's extreme and everything's out to kill you, but the people are great.
Very, very little. Very little indeed. It's embarrassing how little I know about Australia. I think the things that I most know about Australia are about its environmental impact, purely because of my kind of campaign working, my understanding of bauxite mining for aluminium and the energy generation, and probably a little bit about animals and wildlife, because as a kid, you know, you're always learning about animals and where are the most dangerous animals. Well, a lot of them are in Australia, and spiders, but yeah, very, very little.
Well, for me, Australia is everything. It's my childhood, my friends, my family, my whole life's experience. And I didn't realise that I'd actually miss Australia until I left for so long. Because I don't see myself as nationalistic. I'm not a flag-waving person. I'm very cosmopolitan. I think it'd be nice if humanity could all be one. Having said that, I clearly identify as Australian because I missed Australia. And when I was away for 2 months, I started to miss even just seeing other Australians. And when I got to the UK and I met some Australians, I actually felt more at home, which is odd for me. But I always find this question interesting to ask other travellers, foreigners, simply because there's only 25 million of us. We're out on an island pretty far away from the rest of the world, and we really aren't that relevant. So I'm just curious to see what people know about Australia, simply because we're not really on their mind that much, to be honest.